If there's one thing Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2 Episode 7 makes clear, it's this: the Monsterverse is no longer just about titans, it's about time breaking apart, picking up from that shocking moment where Wyatt Russell's young Lishaw connects with Kurt Russell's older version. The episode dives straight into the consequences, and instead of treating it like a cool sci-fi twist, it turns it into something far more dangerous, because now the past is not stable anymore. Inside Exismundi, Young Lee is not just trapped, he is actively affecting the future. Every move he makes sends ripples forward in time, and the show makes this terrifyingly real in one chilling moment. When Young Lee gets injured, older Lee suddenly develops the same scar in the present, not gradually, instantly. That's when the rules change. Time isn't fixed, it's reacting. As their conversations continue, things get even more intense. Older Lee initially hides who he is, pretending to be just another Monarch contact, but as the situation escalates, he realizes something unsettling. He remembers this interaction, but not exactly like this. The timeline is shifting as they speak. Then comes the emotional core of the episode: Keiko. Young Lee sees a chance to save her early, to fix what once went wrong. It feels like the obvious heroic choice, but older Lee knows the cost. Changing something that big could erase entire futures. It could mean certain people are never born, certain paths never happen. So instead of encouraging him, older Lee stops him. It's a powerful moment because it flips the usual idea of heroism. Sometimes doing nothing is the only way to protect everything. Still, Lee doesn't leave the past untouched. Instead of saving Keiko, he makes a smarter, more controlled move. He plants a tracker on a Titan X, a small action, but in a timeline this fragile, even the smallest change matters, and instantly in the present it works. Older Lee and Dr. Suzuki can now track Titan X, proving that the past has directly harmed the future. It's a subtle shift, but one that sets up something massive, because Lee now has a plan. He wants to bring Godzilla into the fight, and that's where things get dangerous. Godzilla doesn't analyze threats, he eliminates them. If Titan X is marked as a rival, it won't be a controlled encounter, it will be destruction and a massive scale. A full Titan clash that could spiral out of control. But here's the twist: Titan X might not even be the enemy. Cat and Keiko's research suggests something deeper: the creature's movements, its signals, even the destination. Everything hints that it has a purpose. It might not be a threat at all, but part of a larger balance, which makes Lee's decision incredibly risky. If he is wrong, he is not just starting a fight, he is interfering with something essential, something the world might actually need. And then comes the quiet realization that hits hardest. Lee knows he might not survive this. When Suzuki offers to join him, Lee refuses. This isn't a mission you share, it's one you accept alone, because deep down he understands what's coming. When Titans clash, there's no safe distance, no escape plan. It feels like he is walking straight into his own end. But here's the thing: killing Lishaw wouldn't just be shocking, it would change everything. He is the one character who understands both timelines, the consequences and the stakes. Losing him would leave a massive gap in the story. So maybe the real question isn't whether he dies, it's what he is willing to sacrifice. Episode 7 transforms the story in a big way. Time is no longer just a backdrop, it's unpredictable, reactive and dangerous. And Lishaw is right in the middle of it, making choices that could either hold reality together or completely unravel it. With Godzilla potentially entering the scene, one thing is certain: the Monsterverse is not just building toward a battle anymore, it's heading straight into chaos.